x-rays on his back. And Tim Brown talking up his quarterback, Brad Johnson. What adjustments can they make so Brown can record touchdown number 100? Stay tuned.
Here's Kerry Collins, the ex-Giant, ex-Saint,
and
ex-Carolina.
The Raiders got a 5-yard penalty for having too many players in the huddle, so it'll be 1st down and 15.
Well, Collins comes in and everybody wants to go out there with him.
Yes. Hey, Kerry's going. Why can't
I? Collins. Incomplete.
Kerry Collins is somebody that Norv Turner and Al Davis really love having around. He's got the big arm. They've added speed, young speed to the wide receiver position. And this is the kind of football that the Raiders have wanted to try and get back to, throwing the ball down the field. Kerry Collins has that kind of an arm. Talked to him before the game, and he said the toughest thing here is that you just don't get a chance to practice a lot being a 2.
Second. Collins airs it out, complete. Jerry Porter. 17-yard gain.
Well, here's a guy, Jerry Porter, that waited a long time to be the #1 guy here. And when you take a look, what do you say, Collins doesn't have enough time to practice? Watch his throw. How much time do you need to get the ball out that quick? That is fast. And an excellent run after the catch by Porter to pick up the 1st down.
Porter's a big, strong guy.
And he really is, and he's relishing the opportunity to start. As you mentioned, Paul, he waited a long time between 2 Hall of Famers to get his chance.
And now he's become the #1 receiver. Collins to Wheatley. And Wheatley a couple.
Well, Patty, he's the #1 receiver, except the only problem with it is this is the last year of his contract, and he doesn't really think that he will be here next year.
Well, he doesn't know. You know, it's funny. I said, is the fact that you're going to be an unrestricted free agent a motivating factor? He said, no. He said, what's motivating to me is the opportunity to finally get a chance to start, having earned the right to be there. And he's gone through a lot. I mean, he has really, really suffered and stayed behind Tim Brown, stayed behind Jerry Rice. Now's his chance to shine.
Wheatley again. Hammers ahead.
You know what? You know, it's a 3-3 game. And there are people that say, you know, I like to see offense. But I love to watch a game like this.
This is offense.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they're being very offensive, the defensive guys towards the offensive guys. I mean, they are really hitting down in the trenches. I mean, in the middle where the big guys are. Not where the little people are, where all the big guys are.
They're on the dirt.
You got to play in the dirt.
Oh, yeah.
He did
play in the dirt.
We did when we were kids.
Wheatley again surges into the secondary. What happened to Tyrone Wheatley?
Norv Turner's always liked one back. In every offense that he's either been a coordinator of or a head coach of, they've been successful. Emmitt Smith from 91 to 93, Hall of Famer. Stephen Davis, unbelievable, helped Carolina get to the Super Bowl last year. LaDainian Tomlinson, the best back in football considered by so many people. And then, of course, Ricky Williams, the couple of years he had him in Miami. And now Tyrone Wheatley, even late in his career, having an opportunity to be able to do things.
Zero away. Hit the pile and broke away from it.
Well, you know, this is when you talk about quick feet, and this is what Amos Zeraway gives him. He hits the hole, back to the outside.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score. The Buccaneers 3, the Raiders 3.
يسر شبكة أوربت أن تعلن عن تحديث أجهزة استقبالها الحالية من ماركة هيوماكس وفيليبس بإدخال تكنولوجيا جديدة تماما لتمنح المشاهد مقدرة أكبر على التحكم بما يود مشاهدته. يتم التحديث تلقائيا عندما يكون الجهاز في وضعية ستاند باي، ومتى تم التحديث ستظهر رسالة ترحيب على الشاشة. لمشاهدة قنوات أوربت اضغط زر أوكي في جهاز التحكم 3 مرات لكي يتم التقاط جميع قنوات أوربت خلال ثوان. ولكي تلتقط قنوات عرب سات المفتوحة اتبع الخطوات التالية. اضغط زر منيو في جهاز التحكم، ثم اضغط السهم الأيسر واختر Settings. باستخدام السهم الأسفل انتقل إلى Channel Acquisition، ثم إلى Scan Satellites، واختر Single LNB Scan، وثم ArabSat، وبواسطة السهم الأسفل اختر Start Scan. وتذكر أن تؤكد كل خطوة بالضغط على الزر OK. متى انتهت عملية المسح تظهر عبارة Complete على يسار الشاشة. اضغط زر OK لحفظ القنوات، ثم زر الخروج Escape لمشاهدة قنوات Orbit ArabSat. للمزيد من المعلومات الرجاء زيارة موقع Orbit على الإنترنت www.orbit.net أو شاهدوا القناة رقم 18. أما بالنسبة لأجهزة ساجن فيرجى مراقبة خدمة صندوق بريد Orbit على الجهاز، حيث سترسل لك تعليمات إضافية بواسطته.
Well, Paul, a lot of people ask the question, because he came pretty much out of the blue, why Norv Turner? Why did Al Davis hire him?
I asked Al that question the other day on the phone. I said, why Norv Turner? He said, I didn't want a dictator nor a disciplinarian. I wanted a guy that knows football, and he went around the league and he asked people about Norv Turner. He liked what he heard, and that's why he hired him.
Here's Kerry Collins. A lot of time. Flag on the play.
A little pushing and shoving going on.
Well, the officials are throwing flags, and then they're trying to talk to each other, and in the middle of it, they're John, both teams.
Chardick Darby, he's going to get in the middle of it.
Help him make a decision.
Well, you think of Tampa Bay's defense. This defense is built on speed. Monty Kiffin wants guys that can run. They're not 340-pounders up front.
Illegal contact against an eligible receiver. Defense number 20. This penalty is declined. The result of the play, first down.
For more on Norv Turner, here's Susie Colbert.
Well, it's a good thing that Norv Turner is no stranger to a quarterback controversy. Of course, last year in Miami, he had Fiedler and Greasy in Washington, Hostetler and Farrat, Johnson and George, but he never had the situation where two quarterbacks had both been to the Super Bowl, and he said the key to surviving that is two character guys. He's got that in Rich Gannon and Kerry Collins. Kerry knew if he sat and he was patient, the future was ahead of him. Well, that future may be right now.
You know, also, Susie, Kerry had a chance to go quite a few other places, but he chose Oakland because he felt like this was going to be the right kind of spot for him in the future. Because, I mean, Richie Gannon's in his 17th year. You just got to figure there aren't a whole lot of years left. But yet, even though Kerry Collins has played 10, he's got to be looking at another 6 or 7 at least.
Collins' last completion to Doug Jolly got 4 yards. Wheatley. Here's the 25.
You know, it was very interesting the other day talking to Rich Gannon about the defense of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And he was talking about that these guys, you know, you don't get big chunks from these guys. They play everything close to the vest. Everybody knows exactly what they're doing. They don't gamble. They're in their position. And again, they have some new players on their football team. It just doesn't matter.
And certainly Rich Gannon knows what this defense did to him in the Super Bowl a couple of years ago.
Destroyed him.
But this is an entirely different offense than the one that the Bucs prepared for in the Super Bowl.
3rd and 2, Wheatley.
Got it?
Close to it.
Jimmy Ray, the offensive coordinator of the Oakland Raiders, now has this game set up the way he likes it. Norv and he both want to run the football first. Established runs. You see 84 yards already out of Tyrone Wheatley with the one big one. It sets up the play-action pass. And with the speed and size of these wide receivers, be a perfect opportunity once they get down, if they got this for a first down.
They got it for a first down. If it touches that line, the 23-yard line, it's a first down.
So you're saying they made it? I said this is your first one this year.
What did I tell you?
Okay.
Did they make it?
Okay.
You know, he's been questioning me, Pat, for a long time.
Who has?
This guy over here.
How dare he?
Yeah. That's what
I was asking the question.
No, you're
not questioning you.
The Raiders overwhelming numbers on rushing yardage.
I think this is a
total yardage.
Great situation for Jerry Porter.
Holland looking in his direction. A little out of bounds. Flag on the play. Brian Kelly, the defender. John Gruden saying, what the heck is going on?
And the officials are going to have a discussion now. A little bit of a huddle among the officials.
That ball is way out of bounds.
But you still just remember one thing now about that rule, boys. After 5 yards, you can't put your hands on them.
Well, yes, you can. If the quarterback gets out of the pocket, yes, you can.
They're trying to.
The flag will be picked up. There is no foul in the play. Second down.
There you go, Patrick. Thank you.
But why?
The quarterback was out of the pocket.
Right.
It's a rollout.
Yeah, but I mean,
well,
you can cut him if the quarterback's out of the pocket. You can cut him.
Yeah, but you can't grab him and tackle him going for the ball. I mean, I don't think it matters whether the quarterback's in the pocket or not. If the ball's in the air, you have to play it as a pass.
Here's Wheatley again, and he got only one. Stopped by Derek Brooks.
I'll tell you what, you may run at Derek Brooks a couple of times up that middle, but if you think you're going to make a living off of running at number 55, you're wrong. Watch him read. Watch him fill the hole. Derek Brooks in the hole, underneath, making a tackle along with Barber.
Keep in mind, Doug Jolly, who tried to block him, number 88, is really, his strength is pass receiving, not necessarily run blocking.
This is the 13th play of this drive coming up. Collins has Wheatley behind him. Looking for Zach Crockett, the fullback. No chance.
Well, that isn't who he was looking for. He was looking for a whole lot of other guys besides Zach.
That was his last glance.
So you're looking at great pass defense again. They're not going to let you get deep on them.
Hey, these are the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah.
In 02, they were #1 in the red zone. In 03, they were #2. And coming into this game, they were tied for first. So this team knows how to keep people out of the end zone.
Janikowski from 40 yards this time. And he puts the Raiders ahead, 6-3. About the kind of game you would expect from these two teams.
شايفاني ازاي دلوقتي
بابا بيحبك قوي يا ماما يا ريت نرجع نعيش تاني مع بعض
ثم انا لا يمكن هسمح ان ابني يتربى في بيت راجل غريب
البيت له نظام ومواعيد وتقاليد لازم تحافظ عليها
انت اعظم واحد في الدنيا.
في عرض أول فيلم إنذار بالقتل الثلاثاء 7:30 مساء على قناة سينما 1.
طبعا شايفاني كفال
أفلام العرض الأول برعاية
سميتا، مناشف في علبة من نابكو.
فرجة،
فيلم ينتج سنة 61 وهو فيلم عنتر ابن شداد.
عاشق، فارس، شاعر.
أنا ولدك ولا عبدك.
عنترة مش بس بطل على مستوى القوة البدنية، على مستوى القوة الخلقية.
أسطورة وسيرة شعبية التي حملت عنوان أبو الفوارس عنتر بن شداد.
يعد واحد من أهم فرسان العرب وأهم شعراء.
فرجة الثلاثاء 5 بعد الظهر بتوقيت جرينتش على قناة الفن.
جميع نجومكم المفضلين في مقابلات على الطبيعة.
The producer paid for my acting lessons.
مع باربرا وولترز.
You were planning to adopt more children? How many do you want?
A small football team.
اعترافات النجوم على 2020 كل اثنين في 10 مساء بتوقيت الرياضي على أوربت نيوز.
Brought to you by Southwest Airlines, proud sponsor of the NFL and official airline of Super Bowl 39. Wrangler, makers of Wrangler 5-Star, relaxed fit, premium quality denim. Michelob Ultra, lose the carbs, not the taste. And State Farm, providing insurance and financial services.
Back at Network Associates Coliseum, the Raider Nation leads 6-3 over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Couple of Chucky dolls hanging high here.
Janikowski to kick it off. Torrey Cox. Back to about the 32-yard line, where the Buccaneers will try to go to work on offense. Brad Johnson will remain the quarterback.
Great sports moments this October on Orbit. The Saudi League keeps rolling as we follow every step. Horse racing speeds up the pace with the Arc de Triomphe and the Breeders' Cup. The total football of the Dutch League calls for total attention. The boys of the NFL are eager to show what they're made of. The French League is ready to start a soccer revolution. Fall is magic with the World Series of Major League Baseball. Orbit in October, bringing you a world of sports.
منافسة الرجال والنساء مشتعلة.
هم اللي كانوا عاوزين ياخدوا مننا الزبون.
ده الشغل ولا بلاش؟ وأحيانا يصبح الغير معقول معقولا.
احنا رجالة. الله يعافيك يخرب بيت قساوة جمالك. يا خبر. يا ابني احنا الستات بنكسب في كل حاجة.
عاجبك كده؟
وادي يا ست الإكرام. برافو عليك. اديني بقى.
فالاتحاد ضروري.
احنا لازم نجتمع.
ندى بسيوني وعودة يونس الشلبي وميمي جمال عندما تتغلب النساء على الرجال. سلام مربع للستات يعرض حاليا في عرض أول وحصري على تي في ماكس.
They are champions made in France, exported all over the world. But they all started in the same place, the French League, now airing on Al Riyadiyya.
.30 Eastern on ESPN is the best place to get ready for Monday Night Football. Then on ABC at 9 Eastern, Bill Parcells leads the Cowboys against Joe Gibbs and the Redskins on Monday Night Football. That's some rivalry between those two. Johnson quickly. We asked Warren Sapp what it feels like to be a Raider.
I know it's going to sound a little crazy to you, but I'm still a Buck, but I just wear silver and black. I mean, because that's in my blood. I mean, I built that place from the ground up. I mean, you have to understand. I mean, for a long time, that's all I ever known. And it's different to be able to I can't turn 9 years of my life off just like that.
Wide open was Bill Schrader. 54 yards pass completion from Johnson to Schrader.
You know, Warren Sapp, you know, it doesn't make any difference what uniform he's wearing. He's going to give you 100% every single down. But I'll tell you, this one here got to make him a little bit mad. Because Bill Schrader is wide open going down the middle of the field. If he was led, he scores.
You don't get much more open than he was. So the Bucks are at the Raiders 16, 1st and 10. Allstott is the deep back. Johnson fakes to him, rolls right, throws it away wisely.
That big play that Billy Schrader just caught, it really caught the secondary in coverage. There comes up on a play action fake. That's Buchanan. Ray Buchanan, who's, watch number 34, left part of your screen. He doesn't deserve to be there. Billy Schrader runs right up the field. This is sort of new this year for Ray Buchanan. He's replaced Woodson in that secondary, Rod Woodson, and I think he's got a little bit more to learn. Just a little bit, huh, Paulo?
Yeah. They get to Allstott, and Allstott bangs out a couple. Napoleon Harris made the stop.
Well, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 9 straight quarters without an offensive touchdown, and now they are in the red zone. And, you know, it doesn't get any tougher. You know, Brad Johnson on a play before this, he ran a bootleg. Joe rolled out. There was nobody out there. I mean, there was nobody to throw the ball to.
3rd and 7.
And he's not going to take off and run with it.
No.
We have 9 quarters. Do I hear 10?
You're an auctioneer now.
Brad Johnson back. Pumping and throwing and out of the end zone. Bill Schrader, the intended target.
The Raiders on that series did a terrific job of covering anybody that goes out in the route. That's Denard Walker. There's the corner route. Just looking at the quarterback, playing it back, and then looking back. Where's he going to go? Okay, should I go to Tim Brown? No, Tim Brown's getting stopped right at the line of scrimmage by the linebackers, not letting him go. Danny Clark was not going to let him out into the route.
Martin Gramatica. This one's 30 yards. He was good from 36. Martin has ceased celebrating as he formerly did. Hurt himself. 6-6.
هل أنتم مستعدون لموسم جديد من الحماس والمنافسة للدوري الأقوى في المنطقة بأسلوب أوربت؟ الدوري السعودي يبث حاليا على الرياضية.
He's a fighter, I'm a fighter. Someday every fighter loses. In the end, everybody gets beat.
Undisputed قريبا على سوبر موفيز. عندما يفقد شخص عزيز عليك.
Am I under arrest?
Not yet. غاية أملك أن يتصل بمكتب المفقودين. ومع الوقت.
Clear. I've got something.
أنثوني لاباليا الحائز على جائزة جولدن جلوب.
It's our job. It's what we do.
في المسلسل الحائز على جائزة إيمي Without a Trace قريبا على America Plus.
How do you protect someone you've never met?
Good morning, Angel.
Good morning, Charlie.
Natalie, Dylan, Alex can do the unthinkable.
Sounds impossible.
Sounds like fun.
Get some real action. They're brilliant, they're beautiful, and they work for him.
Thank you, Charlie.
Charlie's Angels, Thursday at these local times, noon exclusive to Super Movies.
Gruden, yesterday when we talked with him, he spent most of the day staring into space. You could tell that this 0-2 start, was not setting well with him. Gramatica to kick it off. Doug Gabriel is deep. And he brought it back 74 yards last time. And he's got an alley again. Good return out to the 37. Stopped by Ronde Barber.
John Gruden. Warren Sapp said something very complimentary about him in our meetings on Friday. He said that you can't underestimate John Gruden because he will scheme something. He said he may not have the players, he doesn't have any explosive players on offense, but don't ever underestimate his ability to scheme his way to success. And I think it's very astute. The man spends hours trying to scheme completions.
I know we had to visit with him at 7:30 in the morning. I've never met a coach at 7:30 in the morning.
A flag on the play.
Unless you were coming in.
No, this one I wasn't coming in.
What was that?
Nah.
Don't repeat it?
No, he's doing all right. He got hit in the head with Gannon.
Illegal motion, offense number 87.
was cutting upfield prior to the snap, or at the snap. 5-yard penalty remains first down.
The one thing he couldn't scheme was how to keep Warren Sapp. John Gruden told us how he had coped with the Bucs' recent disappointments. We'll have to cope in just a second. The Raiders are out and ready to go. Collins. Doug Gabriel made the reception, 30-yard gain. Strike from Gary Collins.
Well, you just have to respect speed. As good as the Tampa Bay Bucs are defensively, when you've got so much speed, watch the left part of your screen. That's Jerry Porter going right down the middle. He takes 2 Bucs with him. He takes the safety and the middle linebacker.
All right, let's look at their number 1 drafters, Robert Gallery. I'm going to tell you what, they love this guy. Robert Gallery, I asked you, why would you take this guy number 1, a tackle like that? They've talked about, every coach ever talked about this guy, about his feet. He's got great feet, he's very smart, and he's got more hair than I have, or ever had.
He got great feet, but he also got some huge shoulders. I mean, he covers from hash mark to sideline.
As close to the game as you can get. Major League Baseball, now airing on Orbit ESPN.
هاي أنا جريس اطلع عليكم مباشرة على الهواء من بيروت عبر قناة العائل العربي مجتمعة قناة اليوم احضرونا.
This October on Cinema City, be prepared for nights of dark passions.
Good men have been known to kill.
Tuesdays are nights of mystery.
And what if something did happen to him?
4 classic whodunits keep you guessing until the end. On Wednesday nights, forbidden love means cruel love with 4 difficult romances.
You ever went out with a white guy before?
On Fridays, women beware. 5 films about lady killers. Thursday nights, though, join our parade of stars with Glenn Close, John Malkovich, Michelle Pfeiffer, Jude Law, Bill Murray, Gina Davis, Richard Gere, and Gene Hackman. Be ready for strong emotions in October on Cinema City.
How far would you go for a loved one? I'd do anything. A new reality series where competitors perform sports challenges to try and win sports fantasies. For friends or loved ones, I'd do anything. Premieres Tuesday on 10 Eastern on ESPN. I can't tell you what I'd do for you two guys.
Well, we appreciate that.
I'd do anything.
Would you jump offside like Derek Brooks did, trying to time the snap count?
I would think so.
Warren's yelling at his buddy.
Well, Derek's laughing.
I'm sorry.
Offside, defense, number 55, unabated to the quarterback. 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
Warren Sapp is going to rib him a little bit, but Derek Brooks, you think he's a little anxious? Watch this. Now watch what he does when he gets inside. Oh, no.
You know,
he does the right thing. He touches the quarterback and doesn't let him go through with the play.
We talked about class, too. We've seen other times guys come through and just blow the quarterback up. I mean, you know, he knows he's offsides. Go play again.
Collins. Wheatley. Let's listen again to Derek Brooks.
Let's go have some fun, man. Let's go dominate. 1, 2, 3. Dominate. That's all, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What's up? You ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere.
love that. You ain't going nowhere. He already went 25 yards. He went somewhere.
He's in the backfield making tackles. He's down the field making tackles.
Wheatley. Enough for a first. Jermaine Phillips made the stop.
I mentioned this before, but I think it's important to understand that this is the type of football that Norv Turner loves to run offensively. He wants a big back. He wants a back to be able to pound and pound. He wants to draw the safeties up so he can get one-on-one coverage outside and give his receivers a chance to work down the field.
We said what, the day before yesterday, Coach, who's going to be your running back? He said whoever averages better than 5 yards stays in. That's right.
Wheatley's averaging just over 10. So he's the running back. Whoop, he just hurt his average.
No, Tampa Bay just hurt his average.
Well,
Jermaine Phillips.
You know, Monty Kiffin, the defensive coordinator of Tampa Bay, has gotten more and more aggressive with the linebackers. We've seen Derek Brooks come in a little bit more. We've seen the safeties get a little bit closer to the line of scrimmage. Everybody's always talked about Tampa, and they rely on their front four, and they drop the 7 in that Tampa 2, and give me a middle linebacker like Shelton Quarles to be able to run down the middle. Well, now they've decided they want to bring pressure.
Three wide receivers for the Raiders, and Collins quickly. That was well covered. Lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Brian Kelly and Barber both were there, and they're looking at each other. That ball should have been picked off.
Yep.
See, and I don't think that's Kerry Collins' strong suit. Now, Rich Gannon's got quicker feet and can make that throw. Kerry Collins takes a little bit longer. The ball comes in a little bit late, and Brian Kelly almost has a pick. I think Kerry Collins is a quarterback that you drop him back 5 to 7 yards. You let him throw the ball 12, 15, 20 yards down the field. That's more his strength.
When he came out of college, that was one of the things that people were concerned about. It took him a long time to wind up and throw. He is a 7-step guy, you're right. Juggled, batted around, but incomplete.
You know, we talked to Simeon Rice yesterday, and he said, tomorrow's my night. It's my night. I'm going to show you everything I've got. I'm going to show you all my skills. Well, he's got Barry Sims on the outside. Watch this. Here's Simeon. Now they came back out. Not only did they block him with one guy, they came back to the outside with Middleton.
He said the thing that bothered him was somebody chipping him.
Yeah,
that was
a 300-pound chip.
This is 45 yards out for Janikowski. A little bit more than that.
And off the dirt. That's the difference. Off the dirt.
No good. Let's go quickly to Chris Berman.
All right, Pat, thank you. Saturday nights are right for fighting. Sunday nights are right for field goals. This is Jeff Reed, a 40-yard field goal, and then dry Miami in the first quarter. And then the monsoons came. A hard rain gonna fall, babe. Late now in the second quarter. 3-0 Steelers. Pat, you dry?
We're dry in Oakland.
Do you have a feeling watching this football game, gentlemen, that the team that scores a touchdown wins?
Yeah, I do, but I also think that this is the kind of game that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers need to play in. They have no explosiveness on offense. The longer this game stays close, the better the Bucs are going to feel.
I got a feeling that's going to be a long time. Nobody's going to break it open. Garner dancing and juking, but nothing doing.
Charlie Garner hurt his knee. Charlie Garner tried to make a plant, and the knee just slipped out on him.
Yeah.
Oh, he's grabbing it now. Gosh, you hate to see that.
We saw that happen with Philadelphia Buckholder. Here's Charlie Garner there. Look at it just goes. I mean, he's not even hit. He's trying to make a move back.
You know, and this game's special, too, for Charlie Garner. He was here in Oakland. You know, he had knee surgery.
That's a terrible thing to see.
Well, with Tampa Bay, you're going to get a big dose of Jamel Cook, number 43, and Mike Allstott, number 40. And this may be the biggest backfield in football.
Susie Culver has some more information, we hope.
Well, Pat, the Raider quarterback saga is on. Rich Gannon, who says he worked harder than he ever has in the offseason, knocked out in the first quarter, x-rays on his back negative, his return uncertain. Kerry Collins gets his shot, 4 of 9 for 59 yards. Norv Turner told us he is as good as he has been around. He's got a live arm, moving the team. Rich Gannon may have a tough time getting his starting job back. And right now, of course, we'll keep an eye on Charlie Garner.
A guy like Charlie Garner, you hate to see anybody get hurt, but he runs so hard, as you were talking about earlier, Joe, that he hurts himself. He gets hurt. That one wasn't caused by running hard.
It's the power. It's the power that he runs at the hole with.
Right.
It's also the power that you saw in that cut as he tried to plant that foot so hard, the knee just gave out. I mean, to me, Charlie Garner is a back that could really only carry the ball 20 times a game. You look at him and say he should be a 27 carry guy, but he beats himself up with as hard as he runs.
In his career, he's averaged 4.6 yards per carry.
Oh, I mean, we saw him on that, the explosiveness of him. I mean, in a reception early in the first quarter, getting Tampa Bay into position for their first opportunity to put points on the board.
Well, look at the Raiders that are going over to Charlie Garner, and all of his teammates came out, and Charlie Garner's on that cart leaving. And listen to the ovation he'll get for, you know, this has been a great player wherever he's been.
Mm-hmm. He has been.
And now the problem is, let's get back to some reality. I mean, now where do the Tampa Bay Buccaneers go?
Well, they get Michael Pittman back, who's been on a 3-game suspension next week. So they have a half of football to try and figure out what to do.
Well, now, you remember the Oakland Raiders just got a penalty?
12
illegal
players
substitution.
In the huddle. 5-yard penalty remains, second down.
Here, and I'll tell you, Warren Sapp was jumping up and down, and he spotted. He said, "Wait a minute, you got too many guys in the backfield." Jamal Cook, number 43, was in, then left the field.
There are certain things that Frost coaches.
Yep.
I think we just found another one that Frost Gruden.
He can look sad, but he can also look mad. Johnson back to throw it. Mike Allstott gets some of it back. You wonder, he's had surgery, Allstott has. You wonder how concerned he is about his neck and his shoulders.
I don't think it's bothering him right now. You know, he's thinking about making a play, but when you look at him, when they throw the ball to him out in the flat like that, and you're on defense, and you see this guy, he's got shoulders as wide as a truck, and you know you got to hit him, and you better not go in there lightly. You better take him on.
Third down and long. Johnson going long. No flags so far. Incomplete. Michael Clayton was the intended receiver.
Michael Clayton, their #1 pick out of LSU. He is the guy, if you're going to say, Pat, one guy that has the speed on this Tampa Bay offense as far as their wide receiving core goes. He's the one. Up the field. Look at the range. That was Schweiger. Look at the range that he covered. He's a third-round rookie out of Purdue. He just came flying across the field.
Josh Bidwell with his back to you. Philip Buchanan on the return, 37-yard punt, 7-yard return. Flag on the play.
You know, on that last pass play to Clayton, Joe?
Yep.
Brad Johnson could have run the ball and picked up the first down, but he does not run. When he got back out to his left-hand side out here, there was nobody there, and all he had, I mean, he could easily have picked up the first down, but he has one receiver downfield, and he threw it to him.
That was one of the things that John Gruden talked to us about, why he put in Chris Sims last week. He put in Chris Sims to try and create a little bit more with the legs.
During the return of the kick, illegal block in the back, receiving team number 24, 10-yard penalty, first down.
Join us for a full night of football next Sunday on ESPN, starting at 7:30 Eastern Time with NFL Primetime. Then Marshall Faulk and the Rams take on the 49ers in San Francisco. Sunday Night Football at 8:30 Eastern.
I think, wasn't it the 49ers got shut out today? It's the first time since football was invented?
I think 77. 420 games. And we have them next week. Get a chance, hopefully, to score.
They lost to Seattle.
Bad. That big offensive line of Oakland, you let them sit up there and just get in the way of people and let Kerry Collins sit back deep in a pocket and let them extend that Tampa zone.
Look at Robert Gallery. You see him, number 76. I said, can I call you Bob? He says, no, Robert. I said, hey, Robert. But you know the thing about it is when they brought him here, #1 pick, he always was a left tackle. So they brought him in, they made him a left guard. Then they wanted to use him at right tackle. Now he's playing there. And Joe said, they said, well, why right tackle? He says, that's where they want me to play, and I can help the team. That's where I'm playing.
Tyrone Wheatley carry it.
Look at him laughing.
The pass completion before was to Courtney Anderson.
Robert Gallery, I'm telling you, this guy is huge, folks. And he's also learned how to use his hands.
Look who's in the game on offense. Warren Sapp.
Well, this is short yardage. It's like goal line. Warren Sapp. He's got great hands now.
He did it in Tampa.
Yeah. Mr. Holland. Wheatley gets the first down.
Now, Charles Woodson was someone else that had tried to beg to get on the offensive side of the ball, and Norv Turner said, nah, I don't think so, especially with as much camp as Charles Woodson missed. But Warren Sapp's played there before. As a matter of fact, Brad Johnson threw him his first touchdown pass.
Right.
The Oakland Raiders have 1 timeout left plus the 2 minutes. We're going inside of 3 minutes now, and they're just kind of grinding it out.
Well, I
think they're going down, don't you?
I think this one goes downtown.
There we go. Play fake to Wheatley. Line of scrimmage. Derek Brooks with the stop. Let's again go down to Susie Colbert.
Well, I have an update for you on Charlie Garner. It's a right knee sprain. He will not be back. I mean, talk about hurting the Bucs in terms of losing weapons. This really couldn't be any worse for them in their backfield. They wanted Garner because he's such a competitor and fiery, lives and dies on every snap. If he has the opportunity, he's the kind of guy that can be the pulse of the team. Just a huge loss for the Bucs.
Collins lofts it out to Alvis Whitted. And they move the sticks.
Well, this is what you give up when you blitz. And they sent a whole bunch of people, and you got Alvis Whitted on the outside all by himself.
That was a nice job by Amos Zeraway in the backfield, just picking up the blitz. He's not a big guy. He's only 5'8".
We get the 2-minute warning with the score tied at 6.
They are champions made in France, exported all over the world. But they all started in the same place, the French League, now airing on Al Riyadiyah. Great sports moments this October on Orbit. The Saudi League keeps rolling as we follow every step. Horse racing speeds up the pace with the Arc de Triomphe and the Breeders' Cup. The total football of the Dutch League calls for total attention. The boys of the NFL are eager to show what they're made of. The French League is ready to start a soccer revolution. Fall is magic with the World Series of Major League Baseball. Orbit in October, bringing you a world of sports.
There's a weekly date you can't miss to focus on politics with the opinions of experts and prestigious journalists. Join Tim Russert on Meet the Press, George Stephanopoulos on ABC This Week, and Bob Schieffer on Face the Nation for a comprehensive, in-depth analysis of the hottest issues on current affairs. political shows. Every Sunday starting at 5:30 p.m. Riyadh time only on Orbit News.